What's going on YouTube? Matty with FusaroFitness. I just made a post on the fan page saying that I would do a quick Q&A while I drive with Brittany. We're actually going to see our first wedding venue, so she's going to read the questions out loud. I haven't seen them yet, so I'll just give you the best answer off the top of my head.
Do you believe in God?
I'm not religious, so I can't really answer that question.
Are some people just not made for lifting?
Everyone is made for lifting.
Is it bad if your macros for protein are 190 grams but you go over by 5 to 10 grams?
Not at all. I believe in macro ranges. I don't think hitting specific numbers is really feasible, so you can give yourself that anywhere from 5 to 15 gram range depending on what your goals are.
Okay. How to reverse muscle atrophy after surgery to repair a torn ACL when you don't deal with it right away? For me, it's been about 6 years.
Anything that has to do with a medical related issue, I recommend going to the doctor, getting medical clearance, and seeing what kind of rehab they prescribe. So I can't really give you that kind of advice.
Okay, the next one says, was your mom a big inspiration for where you are today in regards to fitness, or was fitness just something you always enjoyed?
Fitness is not something I was always into. I was a fat kid. I enjoyed food. and sleeping and stuff like that. I was always active. I loved to play sports, but as far as the gym goes, it was a more recent thing that I just wanted to be healthier and look better and feel better, and it just became a passion.
Okay, the next one says, what is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is to lift, hit your macros.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. The meaning of life, whatever you want it to mean, it's your life, and you just got to do what you got to do.
Okay. Why are you so swole?
Why am I so swole?
Because I'm your swole mate.
I'm not so swole. Someday I hope to be so swole. Oh my god, right into the sun.
And I just dropped my thing.
Alright. Yeah, this is like pitch black. Alright, we'll continue it. It's hard to see, but let's keep going.
What do you think about the situation with Jason from Icecreamfitness?
Jason Blaha from Icecreamfitness. Well, being that I don't know all of the details of it, I won't really get into it. I think Jason's a good guy. He has a good channel. I think Lane Norton's a good guy. I don't know either of them personally, so I don't have much to say on that. But my own personal opinion, I'm not a fan of really calling people out on the internet, just because I don't really have a reason to do it. But I see where some people are coming from when they're trying to explain about ethics and what's right and wrong, but you know, everyone has their own opinion on that.
Will you be having a bachelor party?
Who asked that?
Jason Blaha.
Jason Blaha. Yes, I will be having a bachelor party. Where? To be determined. Some people want to do Vegas.
No, we're going to Vegas. You can't go there.
Okay. So
that's out for
possibly
you.
Vegas.
No.
California. I don't know. Whatever the guys want to do, I'm down for.
Okay. What's your opinion on CrossFit, and would you ever consider doing it?
CrossFit is cool as far as workouts go in a community. If you're into that, if you need sorry about that. Okay. If you need other people to help motivate you, to push you along, if you're into that style of training, cross-training, high intensity, then fine. I'm more into the bodybuilding type training or powerlifting, so it's not really for me, but I would consider doing it really for fun or just for the experience.
Have you had any fitness injuries? If yes, what kind, and how did you deal with them?
Fitness injuries. I've had some lower back pain before. I've had a popliteal strain behind my knee, so a few things that took me out of the gym for a little while. Years ago,
cut your finger off?
I cut the tip of my finger off actually about a year ago, so that was some time out of the gym. And the red light's coming. Nothing extremely major though. Aside from 5-6 years ago, I was in a car accident that had me on bed rest for about 5 months, but I wasn't serious into lifting. It was more just for fun. So recently, nothing too serious that's taken me out for a long time.
Okay. Is there a difference between regular deadlifts and sumo deadlifts besides form?
They target different muscles. Yes, form is completely different. The stance is different. The grip width is different. And they will hit different muscles. Some people say conventional has more carryover and hits the spinal erectors more and the low back more, and the sumo's more for glutes and hamstrings, but they all do work the posterior chain. It really depends, again, on your goals and what you're trying to achieve.
Okay. Have you ever gotten a nasty headache from weight training so bad that you ended for that day?
A nasty headache? Not really. If you did, it was probably related to something like dehydration, not drinking enough water during your workout, which most people don't do. So you should be hydrated before you work out, during and after your workout. It could be something you ate. There could be a ton of different variables, but if I got a headache that bad, I would just, end for the day and pick it up the next day.
Out of all the YouTube fitness channels, name some you believe are truly natural so people can get an idea of what is achievable natural.
So the question was, out of the YouTube fitness community...
Really, motorcycle?
You suck! I hate people like that.
Who goes on a motorcycle?
Nice North Face,
Converse, right?
Alright, so the question was about the YouTube fitness community. Out of the YouTubers, who do I think is natural? So people can know what is achievable as a natural athlete. Now, honestly, I don't call people out, like I said earlier. There are some people that it's pretty evident they're not natural. Others, you can't discredit someone until you really know them and know their history of training. And what's achievable natural is going to differ for everyone. Genetics are going to play a huge role. I know some of the big YouTubers you're thinking of, like, Ogus and Chris Jones and Alberto Nunez. They're genetic freaks, to be honest. They've also been lifting for many years and know what they're doing. But as far as your own personal genetic potential goes, you just have to keep lifting and be patient to find out what you can achieve.
Okay. Last one. My brother has back problems when squatting and deadlifting brought on by what we think is a genetic problem. How can we get around this, or how can you get around or prevent back injuries while squatting and deadlifting? We have done a form check and his form is fine.
First thing, if it's a genetic thing, I would recommend going to a doctor and finding out what the underlying cause is of why he's feeling the pain. If his form's on and he's feeling pain, then there is obviously something biomechanically wrong, although the form might not be on. It might look good, but I would definitely recommend putting it out there on the internet for other people to test and do a form check on. Everyone picks up something different, to as little as where their foot positioning is, to their hand placements. He may have a weak core, he may have a weak low back, he may have tight hamstrings, tight hip flexors, so it could be a ton of different reasons, and it's impossible to really single one of them out without seeing a video and without kind of knowing the history of this person. So that's really it. If he's really in pain while doing it, stop doing those exercises and go get it checked out medically. Alright, so that's all the questions. Thank you very much for all of you who asked them. It was a last minute thing and we got a decent amount. Hopefully you enjoyed the answers. If you liked the video, do me that small favor and click the thumbs up button, as that helps my channel out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, we'll catch you in the next video.